You are aware of correspondence from the controller of budget to the...
We're aware.
Okay. Is that the letter that is in 2A to H of the bundle, or page 145B?
Just take 145B.
145B. Take a 145B. Is that the letter?
I confirm that it is the letter.
Found to the House on what is the contents of that letter that is in page 145B of the DG's bundle.
145B is a response from the Control of Budget to the CEC Finance and Economic Planning, asking to explain the variances that were in the budget passed and by the Assembly and the budget uploaded of budget portal.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Just confirm of what's been happening, because you did tell the House that you are a resident of Kisii. Are you aware of any radical gangs coming up in Kisii County, and what could be your take, and what is the Deputy Governor's take of that particular aspect as contained in paragraph 11 of your affidavit?
Thank you, Council. That the impeachment motion before this Assembly is as a result of what has been happening in Kisii. Instances where no one is supposed to question or ask any question in Kisii County. Kisii County has one supreme leader, and then one person who differs with the be taken through what the DG is being taken through. And
yeah, just proceed.
I want to confirm to this House that this is not only happened to the DG, this has happened to almost all leaders from Kisii. If you disagree with the CEO of the county, then all means possible you have to be dealt with today.
Thank you. Because of time, let me refer you to page 155 to 1 that bundle, the DG's bundle. Are you able to tell this and the relevance to the motion?
I can see this a news, and it talks about what Kisii elders said about Governor Rat's snap to reconciliation talks.
So basically, in the violence, the chaos in Kisii County, there have been attempts to reconcile leaders. Is that what you're telling?
I confirm that there has been attempts to mitigate the violence and the Kisii, but then we have not been able to have those talks.
Thank you. So that the page 155 to 157 relates to the attempt to reconcile. Is that okay? Do you have any other videos or any videos, especially the ones that you are referring to, that you'd wish to show the House as we rest, not to take a lot of time?
Yes, the video. I hope that they can be played in the Senate.
Madam Speaker, I'll request that the videos.
Was in respect to the request for a job for Dennis. You remember that?
I remember, Mr. Speaker.
Do you agree with what she said in the affidavit?
I do not agree with that statement in that affidavit, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. And do you agree with what she said in the statement of 8th of February saying you kept quiet?
Mr. Speaker, I also don't agree that I kept quiet.
And what do you have to say? What do you remember that conversation occurring?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
And what did you say?
I told her that that money was mistakenly, erroneously sent to her number.
Okay.
And asked her if she can send the money back. Do I continue?
Okay. And so then I would like us to move on then. Did you, then so you told her it was an error, it was sent to her by error?
Yes, Mr.
It was
Speaker.
meant for?
The same money was intended to go to another person, Gladys Aminga, who does transport business and had given an assignment to deliver building materials, and I was paying for the same, which money went to the wrong recipient, Mr. Speaker.
Now, then there is the story of whether or not you try to reverse the remittance. What do you have to say about that question of whether or not you try to make the to reverse the remittance?
Mr. Speaker, I don't want to claim to be an expert in IT. I tried to do the reversal. I didn't manage, and I do not.
Before this house is our governor.
It's not been played. It's going to be played.
Yes.
Yes.
Is our governor explaining that he has built 128 ECD classes, a point that we challenged.
Nataka niseme haya.
It can be played, then we
Bwana
proceed. Just play.
Rais, nataka nikueleze leo, nilipoingia ofisini, nilipata classrooms za ECD ambazo zilikuwa zimejengwa ni 81 kwa miaka 10. Mwaka mmoja ambao nimekaa ofisini, Mheshimiwa Rais, nimefanya madarasa 128.
Thank you. Thank you. Were you present when His Excellency the Governor?
I was present during that function, and I raised a question thereafter asking for the information on the ECD classes because I know it is a lie.
Is that information in the letter that you did in page 174 to 176 of the DG's bundle? Just take a look at page 174 to 176.
Council, you have 5 minutes.
That's
to
the
finish.
letter I did, the chief officer, on the same. Proceed.
Okay. Thank you. Can I proceed, Madam Speaker?
Proceed.
Thank you. Thank you. If and Madam Speaker, I believe the clerk, the assistant to the Senate, has just shown me 10 minutes. That was a minute ago, and the chair is indicating 5 minutes. If we can just play the video clips to end clear. Thank you.
What's your point of order, Senator Sifuna? Make it short.
Madam Speaker, I heard you very clearly, your directions to counsel for the Deputy Governor. You allowed them to proceed, but gave them a caution that the material they present must be material and relevant to the issues before this House. If indeed there is material like the one they are playing there, nothing stops the witness, who is an honorable member of the County Assembly, from bringing a separate impeachment motion against Simbarati for lying in public. That is not why we are here. So, Madam Speaker, for you to continue to allow irrelevant material to be played is really wasting. It's an abuse of this process, because they are abusing the process to achieve nefarious political ends. And this is something that we cannot allow in this House.
Honorable Madam Speaker, just allow me then, because I notice, just a minute. I notice the objections that are being raised. I'll concede and possibly just ask the witness whether in all these videos...
Senator Sifuna has raised a question based on the ruling I had made a few minutes ago. Council, I want you to use your skill and competence to sift your evidence and present what is relevant to the charges, to make it easy for us to come to the end of this process. Please proceed and keep yourself relevant to the topic.
I'm well guided, Madam Speaker. I'll drop our request to play the other videos and just seek a clarification from the witness on what is contained in all these other videos in brief for purposes of the House.
Thank you. Madam Senator, what is contained in these videos are an explanation as to why we are here. That is why when Senator Sifuna was asking the relevance of these videos, I can confirm that the impeachment motion before us is a political process. It has nothing at all to do with the 4 charges presented against the DG.
Are you trying to tell the House that there are external forces that have held the House in Kisii, the County Assembly in Kisii, captive?
I confirm.
Anything as we finish ahead of time?
Even from the report